Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel IT Academia by Arvind sir. See, in previous lecture, that is lecture number 7, we have seen the part of CSS where we have seen how to use class ID and particular ID selector. Okay, so in this video lecture we are going to see the further part of the CSS. Okay, so we'll start with the class selector for specific element. Class selector for specific element. Let's see how to apply this. So to specify only the one specific HTML element, it should be affected, then you should use the element name with the class selector. So basically what we have to use this specific means at particular this h1 paragraph you want to apply one specific effect, so specific selector class will be used. Let's see the example of this. Okay, so we will going to write a program for this. So for each and every topic we have seen a program, okay, so that the things will be cleared more. Okay, so let's see the example. So you have to use doc type, then HTML, after that HTML head, then title, head and then title. See, title is not required over here, so directly I will use style. Okay, in style I am going to use p dot, that means paragraph, so I have to write paragraph tag in body. Okay, intro. Okay, intro. So what things you are going to apply? So I am going to apply text as align. Okay, and center, sorry, text align is center, your text position will be on center and the color should be blue. Okay, so you can give any color related to that. After that, just close this style tag, close this style tag, close the body, sorry, open the body tag. So in between head, okay, and head close, here you have to close head also. You have to write the style tag, that you know. Okay, so just open the body tag. In that I am writing h1. Okay, h1. So I am calling this class, which class? Intro. Okay, I am calling this class intro. Okay, so this heading is not affected. Why? Because in paragraph this I have written this class intro, I have written to the paragraph. So here I am writing this heading is not affected, not affected. Okay, just close the head1 tag. Now after that I am going to use this paragraph. So paragraph, what I have to call? Intro, because that is the class for this CSS. So this paragraph is blue and what is it? Center alignment. Okay, aligned. Okay, so just close this paragraph tag. Now close the body tag and then close the HTML tag. So what will be the effect of this code? See, as you see, this intro part I have applied to the paragraph. So this effect will be on the paragraph, not on the h1 class. So if you have to apply the h1 class, then you have to use here also h1 then down, because here I have to use the particular specific element for the particular this one or particular this one. So you have to use this as a class selector for specific element. Okay, so you have so many elements in that you are going to apply for one specific thing, so this can be used. Okay, so let's save this in our folder called HTML folder. In that say with CSS specific. Okay, specific, you can give any name as per your requirement. Dot HTML should extension should be dot HTML. Let's see the effect of this code. Just open this. So where you have saved this 12 HTML in this class specific, just open this with Google Chrome. So see, the heading part is not affected, but this paragraph is in the center and it is in blue color. Okay, so this completes this part, that is class selector for specific element. So next part is what? Universal selector. Okay, so let's see what is universal selector. So basically we use the wildcard, that is star, asterisk, okay, character. So the universal selector is used as a wildcard, that is starred character. It selects all the elements on the web pages. So for this, just see the example. Okay, new. Okay, so let's start with doc type HTML, then HTML, then what will be the next? Head. Very good. Head. After that style. In that what I am going to write is, if you write the star, okay, means this will be applied to all. So color green, then font size is 20 px. Okay, this, close this style tag, close the head tag. Okay, close the head tag, open this body tag. In that, write down something in body tag. This CSS style will be applied on entire page. Okay, it does not check tag or plain text. Okay, so use the br tag for next line. Now h2, just use the h2 tag over here. This CSS is applied to heading. Okay, so just close this h2 tag, and then I am going to use paragraph id equal to para 1. Okay, para 1. Here I've given id, so it is applied to first paragraph, paragraph. Okay, paragraph. Just close the paragraph tag. After that, this p tag. So here I'm not writing anything regarding the id and all. Just I'm writing also to second paragraph. These things will be applied. Okay, second paragraph. Okay, so just close this paragraph tag. and then close the body tag and close HTML also. Okay, so let's save this with universal save. So already this 12th HTML universal selector. Okay, selector dot HTML double quotes. Now just save this. Now let's see the effect of this code. So where it is, universal selector, right click, open with Google Chrome. So see, whatever the things I have written, it is appears as same, because okay, so only the H2 tag will be in this color, rest or all of are same. Okay, so with this star tag, this star one, okay, it will be applied to all the things. The color will be the green and font size is 20 px for all the, okay. So this is what the effect of universal selector. Okay, next one is the group selector. Okay, next one is group selector. So basically what is the use of group? So basically group will what, in a, we have to form a group where we'll place the things in a similar manner. One group having the same thing, next group having the same thing, like that. Okay, okay, so basically the grouping selector is used to select all the elements with the same style definition. Okay, so it is basically used to minimize the code. Okay, so you have to minimize the code with the help of this group selector. Commas are used to separate the each selector in the grouping. We have to use comma to say that we are separating the selectors in that. So let's see the CSS code without group selector. See, if you use without group selector, you have to write like this: h1 text align, then center color blue. Next h2 text align center color blue. Already we have seen how to apply these things. P text align center means here you are applying to the particular HTML element like h1, h2, paragraph. Okay, next is, as we can see, we need to define the CSS properties for all the elements. It can be grouped as, so this can be applied h1, h2, p. See, you have written the same thing, na? h1, h2, p. You have written text align equal to center color blue, but you have written is thrice for same thing. So you can write this thing in this way: h1, h2, and then paragraph. What things you have written? Text align, center, and color blue. So here you have written 3 lines. Here it becomes in only 1 lines. So this saves your, minimize your code. Okay, so let's see the example of this. Okay, so before going to the next part, positioning, let's see the example of this, how to see with this as an example. Okay, so let's see, let's start with doc type. See, unless and until you are not going to see the example, you are not will not get the things. So for each, whenever you are learning any selector or any example, any element of the CSS or any topic in HTML, always go with the programming. Okay, so programming will clear your all the concepts. Okay, once you see the output and its effects, okay, so all the doubts will be cleared. Okay, so that's why I'm writing program for each and every topic. Okay, so this is very important. Next, see, after the style, what I have written: h1 comma h2 comma p. Okay, so for that, what I'm going to apply? Text align equal to center. So text align center. Okay, then color is blue. Okay, color is blue. See, you can give the color and this alignment as per your requirement. Okay, so style close. Now after that you have to close the head also. After that body open. Okay, so you have to write all these three tags. Okay, h1, so hello heading, you can write anything as per your requirement, it is not mandatory. h1 close, h2 hello heading 2, so heading 2 will be in smaller font, so I'm writing over here smaller font, then close the h2 tag. Now after that I have to use paragraph also, so this is paragraph, close the paragraph tag. Okay, close the body tag, then close the HTML tag. Now just save this. So this program is basically group, na? So group selector dot HTML. Okay, now let's see the output of this code. Where is group selector? Yes, open this. See, so all the three will be applied and it will be affected. This is h1 and this is h2 and this is paragraph. All are in center having blue color. Okay, let's change the color. Instead of red, so see the effect, you have to refresh it with the help of F5 keyword. Okay, so this is what, so three types of the selectors we have seen. First one is specific, so this is the specific, means particular h1 h2 paragraph is there, but you have to apply in particular element, so the specific selector can be used. After that we have seen the universal selector, that is star, wildcard character star is used. You just remember, this can be asked for universal selector which keyword is to be used, so you have to just remember star. Okay, objective it may be asked. And after that the group selector. Okay, so it will save the code as you have seen in the theory part. Okay, so you have to group the elements h1 h2 h3, whatever the elements you have accordingly. Okay, okay, we'll start with the next topic, positioning in CSS. Okay, so basically this part is used to position your elements, okay, with the help of CSS. So let's see, CSS helps to position the HTML elements. The position property is used to set the position for an element, so you have to use position property, okay, in this. So the element can be positioned using this top, bottom, left and the right properties, because in a whole page you have top, bottom, left and then right. Okay, so the syntax is selector, okay, position value, top value, left value, bottom value and then right value. Okay, this way you have to give the syntax. So where values in positions are fixed, absolute, relative and see positions, there are three types of position, fixed, absolute and relative, and values are top, bottom, left, right and they are in pixels. Okay, so there are four types of positioning in CSS. One is the static positioning. Static means if you are not writing any position, so by default it takes the static position, elements will be moved automatically, it will be positions automatically in the web page. So this is a by default position for HTML element, it is not affected by the top, bottom, left and the right properties. Fixed positioning, so this property helps to put the text fixed on the browser. Okay, it will be fixed throughout the The fixed property forces an element into the fixed position relative to the browser window. The fixed element will not move even your page is to be scrolled. Okay, so before going to the next property, that is relative positioning, you just see how to apply this fixed positioning to the browser. Okay, so we'll see a program for this. Okay, let's see. So doc type HTML and then head. Okay, then we have style tag after this, style. Okay, now after that we have paragraph. I'm going to write this paragraph to be fixed. Okay, so fixed. Now let's see how to apply this. So position. Okay, so position I have to apply to be fixed. Position is to be fixed. Top will be, means from top it will be 15 px. This is the pixel. Right it is 5 px, and then color is to be blue. So color is to be blue. Okay, now close this style tag. Now open the body tag. In that write down paragraph. This is paragraph 1. This is paragraph 1. Close the p tag. Next, this is paragraph 2. Close the p tag. And next p, suppose I am writing class equal to fixed. Okay, this is one more paragraph you just write. Okay, after that just apply this. So let's see, p, this is paragraph 3. Okay, let's close this paragraph tag. So this one is the fix. Now applying this. Okay, so this is the fix position text. Okay, so close this paragraph tag, then close the body tag and close the HTML tag. Body and then close the HTML tag. Okay, so let's save this with save. It is which position? So it is fixed. So just write down fixed position position dot HTML. Okay, so let's see the effect of this code. It is fixed position. Okay, so as you see the output, see this is the paragraph 1, paragraph 2 and paragraph 3. Okay, now see you have applied to the next one. This is the fixed content. See, if you make this to be, minimize it, just maximize this also. Okay, maximize this. See, this will not affect you. Okay, because you have fixed its position. It will remain here only. Okay, because of spelling mistake is there, you just okay. So after this it's clear. So this is how fixed position will reflect your code. Okay, so you have to give fixed position to be fixed. The elements will not change position unless even though if you move your pages, okay, move your browser small or big, means this will work well for the mobile devices also, because mobile devices are what, some mobile devices have the screen larger, smaller, okay. So in that this will work very fine if you use the fixed position, okay. So this is what fixed position. So the next we'll move to the next part, because static we don't have to see, because static will take automatically, okay. So that example is not required, that's why I've taken the example of fixed position. Next is the relative positioning, okay. So the relative positioning is also not required. Why? Because relative positioning, okay. So the relative positioning property is used to set the element relative to its normal position, okay. So basically this is used to for the normal position. So before going to absolute positioning, let's see the relative positioning example also, okay. Let's see the example, okay. So relative positioning, let's have doc type HTML, then HTML head, in that you have to write style, okay. Just write down the now the main thing. So first, okay, position, first is what, it's a class, okay. Dot first means what, it's a class, okay. So here I am using which CSS, inline CSS, okay. Relative position is relative, okay. Now the top value is -10 px pixel, it's a pixel, and then right is pixel means what, the location where your right and top elements will be assigned. Next is h2 heading 2, okay. Just write down its position is absolute, okay. Here I am using both absolute, left, okay, left value will be the 100 px, okay, and then top will be 150 px. So 150 px, just close this style tag, close the body tag, sorry, head tag, and inside the body tag write down what is to be affected over here. So h1 you have to write the class, where you are going to apply this. So class first, the previous that you have written, so this is heading 1, okay. Just close this h1 tag, and second is what, h2 that you have written for the absolute positioning, okay. This is heading 2, okay. Just make this, okay. h2, close the body tag, close the HTML tag. So here we have covered both the part of the CSS, absolute as well as relative, okay. So let's see what is absolute before going to see. So absolute positioning sets an element in a specific location and it is not affected by the flow of the page, okay. So this property position the element at the specified coordinates relative to your screen top left corner, okay. So we have taken both the example together over here, okay. Just save this, So save this with relative absolute. Okay, abs dot html. So here we have taken both the example. So see the first, that is the class that is on h1. I am calling this class. Okay, so on h1 we have used relative, and in h2 I have used absolute positioning. Okay, so let's see the effect of this code. Relative absolute. Okay, open this with Google Chrome. See for a relative absolute, what is the code that I have written? First position, see first position relative top, it is minus 10 px, and then right minus 10 px. But for the h2, this is h2, so from the left, see from the left it is 100 px, and from the top means above, it is 150 px. So this position is to be the absolute. Okay, so you can give the position like that. Okay, so we wind up over here absolute positioning. Further part of this we'll see in the next slide. Okay.